Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of Inside the Dressing Room powered by Extreme. I'm your host Dhaka. At times life feels a bit unfair. Football can be cruel and the footballing world right now is feeling the emotions that came across after the unfortunate demise of Diogo Jota. Yesterday, the young Portuguese footballer met with an unfortunate accident. From the whole team of Daily Sun, we wish Diogo Jota and Diogo Jota's family our heartfelt condolences. And today I have my guest Ahmed Shaikh with me at the studio. Shaikh, something that we never expect to happen, but it happened, and very unfortunate incident, right?
Yes, Diogo Jota, I would say, he was now in his prime to play the football that he wants to play, because he went through a lot of struggle, a lot of loan periods at FC Porto and Wolverhampton. Then he got the eye of Liverpool, and that's how he was performing. And he won the Premier League, he won the UEFA Nations League, and he was just getting ready for his next season.
সব মশার বিরুদ্ধে সুরক্ষা দিতে এলো বসুন্ধরা এক্সট্রিম অ্যারোসল মশার বিরুদ্ধে এক্সট্রিম সুরক্ষা
And an unfortunate incident, and will never be able to see his game again. And he was very versatile forward. Sometimes he used to play in the wing, sometimes as a striker. He was scoring goals left, right, or even he was very good at the air. So a very, very sad incident that happened, and I just wish all his family that they can cope up with the situation, and Diogo Jota just rest in peace, peacefully.
All right, Shaikh, of course we all hope that, but football goes on, life goes on, and just after yesterday's tragedy, we heard a news from Bangladesh Football Federation that one of its committee members, Shakwat Shahin, popularly known as Shahin Bhuya, who was told that his service is no longer required. There's a background to it. We won't get into that, but how do you think his sack is justified?
He didn't got sacked from the entire executive committee.
Exactly.
He just got sacked from the national teams committee, because what he did is BFF executive committee had a meet the press program for the first time, and it was all the executive committee members were trying to express what they were doing for the last 6 months, in the upcoming 6 months, what is their plan. So in this historic event, I would say, because it never happened before in Bangladesh. So in this event, all of a sudden, he demanded the sacking of Javier Cabrera. Personally, even I also do not like Cabrera's tactics on the field that much. So I will obviously say yes to his opinion, but there is a way to express your opinion. You have the freedom of speech. You can write or say anything on anywhere, but the way, the platform he picked to express his feelings was not right.
Right, and of course, if I'm not mistaken, it's also conflict of interest, as he's part of Bafuf, and Cabrera is someone who Bafuf picked to lead the men's national team, right?
Yes, Cabrera is employed by BFF. He's serving for the national teams committee and also for the national team. So we have to have that respect. We can have our own opinions, but we have to keep a distance of respect for everyone, because that's how the organization rolls on. So if Shakwat Shahin was discussing this in an internal meeting,
exactly.
and closed door meeting, expressing his feelings only to the executive committee members, or even another small meeting just with the coach and the president, that would have been much more logical, because there are issues everywhere, even our families, even any kind of organization, everybody has issues, but sometimes issues can be solved in a very easy manner through a small meeting. It can be solved easily, but things are like internal issues, if you are saying this in a public platform where media is watching, whole country is watching, in that platform, if you demand someone's sacking, that is not the right way to move forward.
Right. And Shaikh, in a way, I felt that Mr. Shakwat Shahin, in a way, purposefully did that, because he wanted the media and the general public's traction and sympathy towards him. Do you agree with that?
Yes, to some extent, I obviously agree because there are a lot of times.
Why I'm saying that, because hating Cabrera is a very popular topic on the social media
Yes.
and among the football fans.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
if someone from the footballing fraternity is voicing their opinion on that same topic, for sure it is bound to gain a lot of traction, right?
Yes, because at this moment, the fan favorite thing is when Cabrera will leave the national team. So this is a fan favorite thing for the as a topic or also for the media. So if you say something from an official point of view, if you say something which is satisfies the whole thing, then you become more popular, and the whole clip was broadcasted many times in many pages in media and everywhere. So from that point of view, that was also an agenda, I think, but it was not the right agenda in my view.
Or the right place to place an agenda.
say yes.
Right. But Shaikh, let's talk about briefly the culture of media trial. Because Cabrera is facing the heat. We know, yes, we might not agree with the results he has brought in, or the tactics, or how he conducts, but the way the media trials are going on, and in the subcontinent especially, I'm not going to point out only in Bangladesh, especially in the subcontinent, the way the media trials have picked up in the recent decade or so. Do you think it creates opportunity, or maybe it influences the officials also? Here is an example. Maybe or may not he did that on the purpose, but it was an opportunity, or it provides an opportunity for any official associated with any institution to say something to gain media traction, so that the media trial already going on and he becomes a part of it.
Here there is a important fact that I want to explore. That is, in Bangladesh, when we talk about a football federation, there are two different set of people that is working for the federation. One is the executive committee, and another is the implementation, which is like under the secretariat. So what happens is, normally the rules is the executive committee will only do the decisions, and the implementations will be done by the secretariat. But in Bangladesh, what happens is the executive committee members are always involved with the implementation. So that's where there is a lot of conflict that goes on, because, for example, things like this, media, for example, briefings like this, normally all over the world happens through the general secretariat and the executives that's around them. For example, the media manager, he gives the briefings, or the general secretary gives the briefing. The executive committee are only for the meetings and for the top level decisions.
Policy
Yes,
making, exactly.
Policy making. So this is where the problem lies in our Bangladesh, because when the federation executive committee members are continuously trying to be in the media every day, it becomes because when, like, for example, there I guess you have heard that executive committee members was also in the dugout bench as a team manager, or as a coach. So these kind of small issues that creates a lot of problem when you're managing the whole federation as a whole. So in my view, the executive committee in Bangladesh members, they should only stick to the policy making and the decision making, and the secretariat people should work in the implementation. That way there will be a gap of respect, there will not be conflict of interest, and there will be like proper managing of the entire thing. So this is my view, which should be changed in the coming days as a federation.
Fantastically put, Shaikh. Let's finish the show with a sweet note. Bangladesh women's national team is going to end their qualifying campaign, which already they have created history, and against Turkmenistan tomorrow.
Yes.
How do you see it? Bangladesh clearly favorites. The way they played the two matches, they absolutely blew their opposition away. Myanmar, we thought, could be a very big problem, but that was not the case. But against Turkmenistan, I want to end this on this note, and from the answer from you, that against Turkmenistan, do Peter Butler try his bench?
I think he should. I think he should, because SAF under 19 is coming very shortly within the next week. So there are some players in the bench who will be participating in that tournament. So this will be a good, for example, good exercise for them to play in that match and gain some experience. And also he can shuffle around his team a bit, so that he can see that which players can play at the highest level. So this way he can also make his team prepare for the next matches, and at the same time can trust what is going on at this moment. So it's a good practice match will be happening.
Exactly, Shaq. We also will hope that will happen tomorrow. Thank you, Shaq, for your time today.
Thank you.
Folks, that was all the time we have for you today. I'll be back soon with more sporting topics and discussion points. Till then, you take care.
For more updates, follow us on Facebook, subscribe our YouTube channel, get the latest update on www.daily-sun.com.